Who am I calling?
Behr.
Okay. Dashiell,
Yes.
are you driving safely?
Yes.
Okay. Will you pick up groceries?
Yes.
Okay. My name's Ryan. My husband's name is William, and we have 4 kids. We have Tallulah, who will be 7 next month, Axel, who is 4, and Matilda is 2. Dashiell is 9, and he is our heart hero.
When you have 1, you can play zone. You know, you have 2, you're playing man-to-man. You have 3, it starts to get like, well, wait a minute, who's taking care of that one? And at 4, you just have to realize that the 4th kid, they don't really care.
Dashiell, not just having congenital heart defects, also was diagnosed at birth with Down syndrome. With that comes lots of additional therapies. He has been in speech therapy, physical therapy, and occupational therapy since he was 1. He has the busiest schedule of anyone I've ever met.
You know, when you talk about his birth, listen, you're never ready. You're never ready for a kid. You can be prepared.
When he was born, he did the routine newborn screening. There's a heart murmur. So we did every 6-month follow-up. And at his 18-month appointment, his cardiologist was like, if this were my child, I would want to know what was going on. On March 10th, 2016, he had the cardiac cath lab. The first thing that the doctor said was, I'm sorry. And there's nothing about Dashiell that I'm sorry about. They were presenting his case at the Austin area pediatric cardiologist. The cardiothoracic surgeon was like, yeah, I'll take this one. At the appointment with the cardiothoracic surgeon, he said if I had my way, I'd have him on like in the operating room 2 days later. He said because on paper, like it's very severe. The official diagnosis of a ventricular septal defect to OR was 20 days. He had open heart surgery on March 30th. We were at Dell Children's for about 4 hours the day before for all of his pre-screening. You know, they had to do lots of labs. And so when we asked for bedtime songs, I sing the 3 songs that we sang him just to get the labs done.
One for my Dashiell Behr who lives down.
It's just the alphabet song and Papa Black Sheep and Twinkle Twinkle.
The hardest thing that I ever did in my life, and I've done a lot of hard things, was to prepare my son for surgery and have to shave his chest and his body knowing that that would be the last time that I would see him like that.
They thought it would be like a 5-hour surgery.
This hole that he had in his heart, his body had thrown material across the hole in the heart and was sealing it shut. Well, for them to fix it, they had to cut it. And when they cut it, the doctor said it went from being tiny to being gigantic.
3 hours into surgery, I saw William on the phone, and I saw him hanging his head, just like this. I came sprinting around the corner because I was like, it's too early. Did something happen? And he looked up and he was crying, and he said, they're ready to take him off ECMO. The doctor said he did great.
As a father and a husband and a provider and a man, it's hard to know that you cannot protect your son from this. You can only be there.
Surgery was Wednesday and he was discharged on a Monday. For as severe as the CHD was and the surgery itself, he recovered very quickly in the hospital.
You're gonna have to hand them over to somebody that you have faith in is gonna do the best possible job. And we were fortunate because we did.
You think about the size of their heart, and you think about the size of even just the size of a surgeon's hands and these tools on these tiny, tiny bodies. But they're doing everything that they can to make sure that these kids can have like even an extra day. It's not like we just took him to the doctor one day and they're like, we can fix this, let's do it. And then he has the surgery and we're good. With having congenital heart defects and pulmonary hypertension and autoimmune disease, it's not like his 3 siblings where they get a cold and a cough and they're better within 3 days. Really, any child with a congenital heart defect, when the body goes through something traumatic like open heart surgery, that it's not uncommon for like a secondary issues pop up. He had to have palate expanders put in, both for speech purposes, but also for obstructive sleep apnea. In May, he had to have canine extractions done at the Children's Hospital. My gut was telling me as soon as I knew that he needed to have dental work done, that he needed to be in the hospital for it.
He's on a CPAP to help him breathe at night to alleviate hypertension.
He will likely be on CPAP for the rest of his life. We were trying out different masks for Dashiell, and the mask that seemed to be working the best was also the mask that was bruising his face. He's tiny, so he has sternal wires, and then he had magnetic enclosures, and so it was bruising his face every single time we were putting it on him.
When you look at a population of people that have to deal with heart issues, it is a lifelong adjustment. You know, we don't know what could happen. He's not really different in what he enjoys, like most kids.
He's very athletic. He plays flag football, and he loves it. He has recently started playing sled hockey with the Idaho Sled Hockey Association. Boise Outdoor OT has just been like so cool for him. It's encouraged him to be a risk taker.
He loves to sit and color. He doodles, he draws.
He loves 80s music. Like, put on an 80s song and like he'll probably rip his shirt off.
He likes Kiss, you know, but he also loves the music from Mamma Mia. And he knows all the music. Like if you put a Beatles album on, he'll know, oh, that's the Beatles and it's this album and it's this song.
Recently, we were able to go to the Boise Hawks baseball game, and Dashiell was given the opportunity to throw out the first pitch with his windup, and he was very proud. He's told all of his providers that he's seen since.
Give it up for Dashiell, everybody!
All that we've tried to do is to leave his funnel really big. I don't want him to look at his life and go, oh, I couldn't do this because I had a heart surgery and I have Down syndrome, because he's not Down syndrome. You know, he's not his heart condition.
One of the things that we are so grateful for with the foundation is the ability to connect with other families.
Having a community of people that can support you is important.
You know, when you go to an event, you know that you have other families who speak your language and they know the challenges of being a heart family. We might not have anything in common other than our kids with congenital heart defects. But having that connection, it's like having bonus family.
If you can leverage your experience and the things that you've gone through in support of other people that are just getting started, that's the best opportunity for you to actually grow and heal and learn.